Hi, and welcome to Mama's Midnight Council, episode number 1. My name is Janelle. I am a professional mother of 2 for over 7 years. Not too shabby. Everyone still has their original parts, minus a few baby teeth, but we're going strong. And I'm developing this channel for mothers who were like me, are like me, and have had questions that haven't been answered in ways that were helpful to us, or experience things that probably could have been avoided, or there's so many things that have happened, and I have zero complaints about my children and my experience in comparison to so many others there who are suffering. And I kind of want to have this space here for those of you who feel that you just don't have people that you can ask those questions to, or when you do ask those questions, you get really benign answers. Things like, oh, are you so blessed? And really, yes, I am, and I'm also dying inside a little bit. I currently have 2 sister-in-laws that are pregnant right now, and I just want them to have a space where they can ask their questions and get honest answers. Of course, everything has to pertain to you and has to feel good to you and to your family when you take someone else's advice, and everyone has their own style of doing things, but slowly they will learn that every situation is unique, and every mother and child is unique, but there's also a lot of common ground. There's a lot of situations that happen to everybody experiences these things, but not everybody has the tools to deal with them. The reason why this is called Mama's Midnight Council is because I was alone for a lot of the early years, or the first year especially. I nursed my kids for 2 years, and those were activities that are done in private, on your own, with nobody else around. And a lot of emotions come up during those times. A lot of loneliness, which was a shocking revelation to me when I had my children. I did not expect for motherhood to be so lonely at times, and out of the goodness of their hearts, a lot of people will offer you consultations that are like, oh, but at least you have this beautiful child, at least this is happening, you don't have to. And that didn't cure anything. I was still suffering, and I come to find out that not only was I suffering, but my own mother suffered at times. My mother-in-law suffered from this at times, and we're taught to not complain, especially when things are well, or to not look for problems that aren't there. I definitely believe not to look for problems that are not there, but when there is a problem, you have to reach out, and reaching out for help is the first obstacle that I came across. I definitely had an issue with suffering in silence, and when I was a new mother, it was the kind of era of influencer on channels like YouTube and Instagram, TikTok, all that. There was a lot of like, look at my beautiful house, watch me clean it while my son takes a nap, watch my food haul, see everything that I eat in the day to stay trim, or shopping hauls. Look at the 900 items that I bought that you definitely need. Now, when you're sleep deprived, 900 items are necessary to get any type of relief. And no, actually it wasn't. None of those things helped. They were just another object in the way that wasn't necessary. But what I really needed was somebody to talk to me, especially in the middle of the night when everyone was asleep. I was kind of in a unique situation where a lot of my family members, myself included, all work for one family company, and so I couldn't really call anybody because they were sleeping and or were at work or at a show or a trade show or whatever, and they were just not available. And I didn't have the confidence at that time to be like, no, you guys need to stop what you're doing and pay attention to me because I'm kind of going crazy. And little things like that just kept adding up and adding up. I think it's only been a few months that my children have actually both slept through the night, which not many people can relate to. My husband cannot relate to that. He doesn't know what it means that the children don't sleep through the night because they always come to me. I nursed them for 2 years apiece on demand. It was insane. I don't recommend it for everybody. And it was just what I did. I didn't feel like pumping and bottle feeding would be easier. Formula made me feel icky. Sometimes I didn't like the ingredients in it. Not to say that one is better than the other. It's just, for me, what felt good for me was offering that to my kids, and that is another kind of isolation that nobody really understands. And it kind of created a trauma in my mind of being alone, only having children to talk to for most of the day. It's a lot. It's a lot. And when they tell you that you're going to experience exhaustion, you're going to be tired, is the word I heard a lot when I was first pregnant. Oh, you're going to be so tired. Make sure you take in all those naps now before the baby comes, because then you're going to be tired. And tired is too small a word to describe what I went through. Tired, I know what tired is. Tired is easy. Tired is I stayed up to finish a paper, study for a test, and so today I am tired. I need a nap. I spent the whole night partying, so today I'm kind of tired. I'm gonna take it easy. I was sick. I couldn't sleep. I'm a little stressed out. I'm tired today. I'm tired. I worked up yesterday and my arms are tired. I know what the word tired means, and what I have experienced is so far and beyond what the word tired entails. It's exhaustion beyond belief. Exhaustion beyond belief. It's fear that I'm going to evaporate, or I wish to evaporate. And for a moment's peace, just so that my body didn't feel the pressure on its shoulders that it had. Many mothers don't experience this, and I'm so happy. If you have zero clue as to what I'm talking about, I am so happy for you. If this channel is not for you, that you have had it a breeze, everything you've experienced has been exactly as the books or exactly as advice has told you it would be. I am so happy that that happens for some people, that pregnancy, they don't even realize that it's a thing, that birth was a sneeze and the baby just popped right out, zero complications. Hearing those stories makes me so happy that someone somewhere got to experience that. That's not necessarily the case that I've come across in other mothers that I've asked questions to. Mothers that haven't had a baby in over 30 years have told me that there are still things that they're recovering from at their age now. And so with this channel, I hope to offer a safe space for people to come together and discuss these things, just to eliminate shame Um, it's still something that I struggle with. I see Pinterest like everybody else, and I see those beautiful birthday parties that are brought together in under 5 minutes on YouTube or TikTok or whatever, and it's sometimes too much, and I feel like we're setting up ourselves up for failure if that's what we strive for every time. Um, Sometimes something is enough. Something is enough. It's better than nothing, right? It's not the absolute best, but it's something. And to know that the situation that you're in could only afford so much of your attention, your energy, your finances, your time, and to still be able to cultivate this loving place for your child is would be magical if we can adopt that sort of mindset. And I want for also to be less afraid to ask for the help that we need. I did not know until after my second child was about a year and a half that there was something wrong with me. Wrong in the sense that everything felt so much more difficult than necessary. I couldn't just make a decision. Every decision had all these complications and obstacles in front of it to just get laundry done or put away or dinner for that night or if it's okay for my kids to watch television or not, what it is that they're watching, what's in their food, what's in the air, what's in COVID did not help. That was an experience of a lifetime. I'm good. I don't need any more. And I feel like a lot of people can relate to that. And they don't even have children. So that's just an elevated level of stress that I'm still working myself down from. And I'm not sure when that's going to happen. And so, yeah. I'm going to take a little break here for all those moms who are watching me at midnight and need to switch sides. If you know, you know. And I'll be right back. Welcome back. I hope that baby is real happy right now with you. So, as we were saying, a council. A council is both a group of people that make decisions and advice given. So I'm hoping that as these episodes progress, I can have some of my new friends, some of my old friends come and speak to you what it is that they have experienced in motherhood that they were just not expecting. Everybody has something different. Everybody's expectations of what motherhood looks like is so much different. And I do want to say that if you're experiencing motherhood as difficult, it's because you're trying to do a good job. This challenges the very core of you, of who you are as a person, who you are in your spirit. Everything changes. Absolutely everything changes. Perspective on everything changes. And if you're feeling like this is the biggest challenge you have ever had in your life, that's because you're trying to do a good job or a better job than what you experienced. And your children are very lucky to have you, to have somebody who cares about them so much, that loves them so much, that they are suffering, racking their brains out and wrecking their bodies, trying to make sure that they are always safe and they always know joy and happiness and love. I get emotional now. And it's understandable. Excuse me. It's understandable if it gets to be too much, because it's a lot for one person. It's a lot for two people. I was told it takes a village to raise a child. And sometimes the village is there, and sometimes they're not, and sometimes they're busy, and sometimes it's midnight and they're not available. And I hope to offer this to you, to my sisters-in-law that have these new beautiful babies coming, and I'm so excited to meet them. And to you. And to me, to the mama I was before 7 years and a half ago, where I just didn't know what I was doing, and I was making it up and trying to figure it out as best I could with my convictions at the time and my opinions, my morals, my values, and trying to sometimes swim against the current. And if I could go back to myself, back to how I was, who I was at that time, I really want her to know that what she's doing is important, and the most beautiful thing that anybody can offer, the most magical, mysterious rite of passage that any human can have, is to be a mother. And that it's okay to ask for help. There's no failure, there's no shame in it. Asking for help is the most important thing, because there is a child that you're trying to love so perfectly that needs that help. That's who the help is for. Not only is it for yourself, the help, it's for that child that you are loving so strongly. So, welcome to Mama's Midnight Counsel. And if you have questions, please put them in the comment box below. I hope to answer all of them. Of course, they're my opinions. I'm not a medical professional. I'm just doing the best that I can as a mom in 2025. And I hope to hear your stories, to be a witness to you, at least, if nothing else. And thank you. Good night. Please rest. Try to take care of yourself as best as you possibly can. It's so important. Your babies need you. Good night.